Hello everybody, happy Monday. Thank you for watching the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Before I get into today's topic, I just want to comment on Friday's video. I received an outpouring of your emails, your text messages, giving me a lot of encouragement, yet you were saying that you wish that video was longer and to review some of the things in the video because it was much needed. A lot of people say it was difficult to hear, but would you believe a lot of people say, I'm picking up the phone calling a certain person today because of your video. So thank you, and I am so glad that the video touched you and empowered you to do something that was very necessary, which is call someone and tell them you love them, because tomorrow just might be too late. A few of you asked me, why do I think my grandfather was shedding tears? I asked my grandfather a little bit later, I'm like, why were you crying? Because mother was crying. And he looked at me sternly in the eye, and my grandfather was a man of few words. And he said, baby, when a man loves a woman, when she hurts, he hurts. He said, I didn't even have to know about Lily Mae passing. All I needed to do was just see my wife, your grandmother, and the mother that bared 9 children for me. Just to see tears, it broke my heart. So I just wanted to give you all that because a lot of people ask me that. Now, let's get into today's topic. I'd like to talk about this. What do you see when you look in the mirror? You know, there was a very famous song, The Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, and that song is so true to life today. What do you see? Do you do like in the book of James, you look at yourself in the mirror and walk away and forget what you look like? Or when you look in the mirror, those of you who can look in the mirror, do you see some flaws? See, no matter how much makeup and concealer and foundation a woman may put on, when you remove all of that makeup, the real you is standing right there looking at yourself. Some of you might see a woman who's gone through ups, gone through downs. A few women may see, I see a woman who has been broken. I see a woman who is wounded, and even some of the men, when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you're shaving and grooming yourself, what do you see, man? Do you see a man looking back at you who is just like his father, just like his grandfather and uncles? Do you see a man who don't know how to treat women right, with respect and love them? Do you see a man who's hurt and broken? Because y'all, there are so many men out there broken. You know, quite naturally, a lot of women compile this and just say men are dogs, they're no good, they don't want to commit. But you forget that there are so many men out there just broken. So they don't know how to treat you when they get to you. Now, when you are looking in the mirror, and the reason this is important is because sometimes you don't remember what you look like. Sometimes you don't even remember who you were before life happens. Yes, sometimes when life happens, there are things that go on in the course of your life that changes the trajectory of yourself. You become someone different. You become a person that maybe you don't even recognize. I've had people tell me, you know what? I don't take too long to look in the mirror at myself because I don't like what I see. You know, let me go a little bit deeper with this. Looking in the mirror is a powerful thing. You don't have nowhere to hide now. You don't have nowhere to run. You don't have nobody to press blame on, because the person that you're staring at need to take ownership and accountability for some of the things that have happened in your life. Now, I'm not speaking of things when you were a child and you were not in control of certain things that may have happened to you, like childhood trauma or even trauma growing up or even in your adult life. But what I'm saying is there are some things that you must look in the mirror and say, you know what, that's on me. I need to fix this. Or That is the time when you look in the mirror and say, I got some stuff and I need to work on this stuff. Or you might say, I got some excess baggage that I need to free myself of. So looking at yourself requires you to take a powerful inventory of yourself, because you can't hide. You can hide, you can trick other people, you can try to fool people, you can put that smile on and put the best on the outside, but the real you looking back at you now has to be honest, because no matter what you do, where you go, where you try to run and hide, the Most High God can find you. There's no address He can't find, and He does not need a GPS system to find you. And also, no matter what you have done in life, whether it's good or be it bad, karma will find you. It knows your address. Your true self is what you see when you're looking back in that mirror. You begin to notice your flaws, and again, like I said, it's hard to own your mess. It's hard to be honest and say, I messed that up. I need to fix this. Or you know what? I'm in the situation I'm in because of the choices that I made. Some people, when you look in the mirror, that gives you an opportunity to really judge yourself, to really take an assessment of your life. You know, some people, when you don't like what you see, if you can change it, if you can modify it, if you can fix it, I encourage you to start working on you. Because sometimes, as I said, I think on a video last week, you spend too much time trying to fix other people, but you yourself got some things need fixing. You know, if you don't like what you see, start working on that. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you have scars? Do you have wounds? Do you have something in your life that has disappointed you or placed you in a state of shame or guilt? See, your conscience speaks to you when you're alone staring at yourself in that mirror. Do you like the person that you have become right now? Do you have any regrets? Because if you're like 80% of the people, somebody will tell you if there was something in their life, they have a regret. So do you have any regrets? Do you have any unfulfilled dreams? Do you feel emptiness? Why are you avoiding the real you, the real person in that mirror? I think that I should share this with you. A lot of thoughts come to your mind when you're alone, when you are by yourself, when you are in stillness and your mind gets to wandering, or when you look back over your life, or when you're staring at yourself in the mirror, you begin to think about missed opportunities. You begin to try to conceal, also might talk yourself into concealing a hidden truth or hidden hurt. Who are you really? Some of you are very good at wearing masks, but who are you for real? See, you've got to know yourself, and you've got to be honest with yourself. I know a lot of you wish that things were different. You could have done things differently in your life. I know some of you may have stayed in relationships way too long when you should have been gotten out. I know some of you have stayed on a certain job way too long, because we as a people is trained to just stay there and retire off of a job. Even though that job is draining you, even though you know there's a lot of snakes and enemies on that job, you stay there, you try to pray your way through. And do you not understand sometimes the reason it's difficult is because God has already trying to nudge you out and you won't hear the voice of God? See, you've got to understand, to get your peace of mind, you've got to get real with yourself. And it starts with, what do you see when you look at yourself in the mirror? Remember, some of you are looking for validation in the wrong people. You need to look for validation of yourself, and your job is to make yourself happy and walk in the will of God for your destiny and for the good things on the rest of your journey in this life. You can't spend a whole lot of time looking back. You've got to move forward with your life, and part of moving forward means you've got to look in the mirror and see yourself for your true self. Get focused, y'all. Find your balance, and no matter what you do in life, prioritize your peace and don't let nothing or no one distract you and disturb your peace. Y'all, at the end of the video, comment, like, and share. If you are watching on other platforms such as Facebook or Instagram, hop over to my YouTube channel and hit the thumbs up button and share the video. Tell other people about the channel. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Be well, and don't forget, spread some self-love. I'll see you back tomorrow.